now. I think it's supposed to warm up to about 4 degrees, but yeah, I think it's time for winter to go away. All right, let's zip back to the start of the comments. Christopher's on here from the UK. It's Saturday again. Yes, it is. Joseph's on from Nevada in the US. Steve's on in Australia. Roger's on in Athens, Greece. Yes, happy belated birthday to Steve. Yesterday's birthday. 16 degrees in Greece. Daylight savings time's coming up at the end of March for the UK. Ours happened a couple weeks ago. Media's on in Finland. In Helsinki, it's 9 degrees. Ida Marie's on in Washington, D.C. 18 degrees for Stephen in Australia, but supposed to get up to 30. 61 Fahrenheit in Washington, D.C. Philip's on in Kentucky. 47 degrees Fahrenheit there. Elaine's on in the UK. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yes, Roger is talking about the news. They've discovered 2 Doctor Who episodes, 2 lost episodes. Someone had them in their collection, so they're going to be released. Jane's on in South Carolina, 59 degrees Fahrenheit there. Charmaine's on in Maine. Isabel's on in Chile. Welcome, welcome. A lot of people are on already. 37 degrees in Maine. Wessel is on in Norway. All right, I think I'm caught up. Thank you, everybody, for making time to be here, getting in connection with the new time zones and what's... who's on daylight savings time and who's not on daylight savings time yet and all that sort of stuff. I'm glad we've all connected. I've just zipped back from the stamp show. A little bit different than I thought it was. Not as many people that were there. I went hardcore on Japan this time around. You'll see that in a future video. I found a couple things for my father's stamp collection, upcoming topics, but not a lot. I didn't spend a lot of time in those 10-cent booklets, because we're finished with taking care of the Americas. Now we're moving on to something else in my father's collection. And they didn't have a lot. I was quite surprised that they didn't. Now, one of the vendors that I would expect to have stuff for the areas I'm going to talk about wasn't there. So hopefully in April he will be back and I'll be able to get a few things. But for right now, I got what I got. And like I said, I went hardcore on Japan this time. I got stamps from 2012 to 2017. So I'll get a chance to show you those. If you see the thumbnail right now, those are stamps from 2018. I stopped before I got to that. 1, because I had to get back for the live stream, and 2, because I didn't want to spend any more money. Probably spent more than I should have, really. But it'll be fun. You'll enjoy, I think, what I got. Some really nice stuff in there. Everybody's wishing Steve a happy birthday. Studio Ghibli, yeah, produces some really good stuff. Oh, Gary's on in Surrey, British Columbia. -1, currently getting up to 8. So kind of a similar temperature to what we have here and what we're supposed to get later on today. Isabel says they're changing their clocks on April the 4th. All right, so the next couple of weeks is perfect for you because it arrives at noon, okay? Morning, Fran. Fran's in West Virginia. Good morning. You got a couple inches of snow last night. We're getting a couple centimeters of snow today. So I think about 5 centimeters we're supposed to get. It seems to be coming down quickly right now, but then it will stop and turn to rain. So I don't expect it'll be there by tomorrow. Monty's on in Saskatchewan. Gary said they changed their clocks last week. Yep, same time. So we are doing the same thing at the same time. But you guys are not doing it any further after now. So British Columbia has decided that They move their clocks forward for the last time. They won't be moving them back again. I hope the rest of the country follows with that at some point. Jane, you can have all the snow you want. Come and collect as much as you like of it. Stephen says in Australia, they also changed their clock back at April the 5th. Roger says in Greece, they changed it on March 29th. So we're going to have some clock changes for the next little while. 29th of March as well for Finland. Isabel says, I'd love not to change your clocks. Yeah, I'm tired of going forward and backwards. Let's just stick with one continuous time frame. Someone say Debbie was on too? Where's Debbie? I didn't see Debbie pop in here. Charmaine's through with it too, yeah. New Westminster got some snow yesterday, but not in Surrey. Snow-free winter for you. Lucky you. So between the 29th of March and the 5th of April, by then everybody will be back to the same number of hours that are different between this live stream and wherever else. Okay, Isabel's asking about Polo. He's still with us, I'll say that much. He's not eating very much anymore. And so he has slowed down. He's losing some weight. I'm not sure how long he will be with us, but he's still with us right now. And he still seems to be a little bit active when I get him up. But he's not himself anymore, I can say that. He's a senior hedgehog. And yeah. I don't know what else I can say about it. That's what's happening with Polo right now. Stephen's not a fan of clock changing either. Snow is melting fast. Yeah, poor Polo. Polo is 4. He will be 5 in July, and the lifespan of a African hedgehog is 5 years. So he is at the end of his expected lifespan. So he's not getting on his wheel anymore and running on that. So he's not very active in his house. But that's the downside of having pets. Do you know the job as clock changer still exists? The job of clock changer in like a clock tower? Like Big Ben changing the clock, or other famous clocks around the world? Yeah, Jane, that's definitely. But he is better than he was, say, a week ago. A week ago, I found him and he was getting cold, so that's not a good sign with a hedgehog. He has warmed up a bit. He wasn't eating at all. He has started eating a little bit. So maybe he has a cold or something going through, but I suspect it's more than that at this point. Possum's lifespan is shorter. Good thing I don't have a possum. For more than one reason. That's good, Charmaine. Glad you got it. Yes, I'm glad he's with us still. But there is that nervousness every night when we go up to check on him to wake him up, whether that will be the last. That's not a good feeling either. Yeah, most clocks change automatically. Oh, in historic buildings, that's one person's job. Go around and change all the clocks, okay. You're welcome, Charmaine. It's always nice to correspond. This week was a good week because I was on vacation. I had 27 people I wanted to respond to, and I got them all taken care of this week. Cards and envelopes out to everybody. So I start fresh again with the mail that arrived this week, going for next week. So it's a more manageable number, as long as I don't let it get out of control again. And still, on top of that, still managed to get out 5 official post crossing cards too. So that was a good week. 32 cards went out. A couple people asked about how I'm feeling. I feel pretty well. I think it's pretty much a head cold now. So it seems to be in my sinuses. This week, being on vacation, I wasn't sure what I was going to do and ended up doing. Ari and I went to explore the ice caves on Monday because he was off work that day, so that was fun. Tuesday, I took my father for a CT scan that needed to be done, and Wednesday, he was sick, so I went in on Thursday and saw him. We had a bit of snow and ice around, so I didn't really go anywhere. So Wednesday and Thursday, I was writing cards, and Thursday, went in and saw him, and then I didn't start feeling very well. So Friday, yesterday, I was kind of under the weather a little bit. And, yeah, it's kind of what we've been doing. Then today, the stamp show. Not sure what tomorrow's going to be. I know there's a Lego thing going on this weekend too. I don't think I'm going to get out to see it though. It's not right in Moncton, it's in the outskirts. So that could have been a thing to do tomorrow, but I think I'm just going to rest up and back to work on Monday. Oh, and my wife had a test that she had to do too at the hospital on Friday. So yeah, there's been a lot of things going on for a week that's just been a vacation week. Oh, Charmaine's getting some new stamps for postcards, and Media visited 7 museums this week. That's very cool. A record for you. Very cool. Christopher did a half marathon this week. Congratulations. Hopefully you did your personal best on that. Yeah, getting sick on vacation's not fun, but I guess it's better than being sick at work. Yeah, Media does a lot of museums. Jane went to Walmart. That's good. I haven't been to Walmart in a long time. Did you find any bargains? Yeah, if you want to see some great museum photos, make sure you're following Media on Instagram. Tidied up a little bit around here, not that you can see it, but I did do a little organizing. I haven't done my taxes yet. That was something that's still to do, but I didn't want to do that on my vacation. And they're not due for a little while. Walmart museum, sort of the same thing. Maybe, Joseph. How's the new vehicle working out, Charmaine? I'm glad that you're out for a drive before the snow. We all like it when you post photos, Media. You might be working on your taxes tomorrow, Gary, okay? You're loving it. That's good. Isabel says, Rob, I got the prize for 200 live episodes. Oh, okay. That's finally arrived. Speaking about prizes and giveaways, the 3,000 subscriber one, I'm thinking about doing that on Saturday during the live stream. So everybody who is in attendance, because it's the most attended live stream is the Saturday ones. And if I give you a bit of advance notice, and I will talk about it in other videos, that we can get into that. So in 2 weeks, that'll be the 28th of March. And I have all these stamps that have come in from our dear Steve in Australia. 3,000-ish, we'll say, that will be given away. And so I want to do that in 2 weeks to whoever happens to be on the live stream. So the more people that can come to the live stream, the more opportunities we have to do a giveaway. And that's just as a thank you for continuing to subscribe and seeing where we go from here. So 28th of March, circle it on your calendars. That will probably be the day before some of you change your clocks ahead. And so I think that will work well. What else do we have here? Sorry. When is tax time in Canada? Usually the start of April. UK Lord of the Rings stamps out next week. Thank goodness. They look great. Gary's working on his UN stamps and getting them all mounted. Nice. Do what now? Oh, the giveaway? No, we're going to wait 2 weeks. We'll give a chance for everybody to be here. Ida Marie went to Ford's Theater last night. Didn't shoot any presidents, but went and saw something or other. April 30th, tax time. April. So I've got a few more weeks. 6 weeks to get it done. I'm actually still waiting on a couple pieces to arrive, so I can't really do mine until those arrive. I could take care of the kids because their stuff's all done. And I've got most of the stuff for my father to get to the accountant. I'm just waiting on one piece there. Oh, you did your mother's last tax return. Yeah, my mother's last tax return will be this year as well. Not fun times, eh, Jane? So yeah, circle the 28th, Saturday the 28th of March on your calendar. That will be our 3,000 subscriber giveaway. June 30th is tax time in Australia, but you have till the end of September. Okay. Saw the musical 1776. Scan the patrons' tickets. Working there as your volunteer. I can't believe all the wonderful volunteer things you do. That with the Smithsonian. Oh no, Joseph's going to be away on the 28th. Could we potentially, what do you guys think? Joseph's a regular here. Meets most of the criteria for it, I would say. So could we continue to put his name on the wheel? If you guys agree to that, then I think you guys remind me on the 28th to put Joseph's name in there, but I think that would be all right. He said, I found if a person passes away in the first 4 months of the year, their previous year's taxes aren't due till the end of June in Canada. Okay. April 15th is tax time in the U.S. I think we're getting lots of yeses. Joseph saying, don't worry about it. Go do your thing. You'll still be able to win the giveaway. I think that seems right. And any other regulars who can't make it, is what Steven says. In order to do that, I think you guys are going to have to give me a list because I will be forgetful of it. So I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, David's on in Nova Scotia. 5 degrees there. Very nice. Ron's on in Washington State now. Ida Marie will be partially watching that day. Sorry if I keep touching my nose and things. It feels like it's dripping. It's not dripping, but it feels like it is. Dave's not here, man. Yeah. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, reminders would be great. Jenna, I remember you. You keep saying that every time you come on. Jenna from the UK. You were on last week too, weren't you? I think it was last Saturday that you were on again. Jenna, what's happening in your part of the UK? Not much going on there. Well, thanks for popping in and seeing us today on our Saturday live streams. Well, here, just finishing up my vacation. It's been one of those weeks. A little bit of a head cold going on now. Got the sniffles. But did come back from a stamp show this morning, so that was good. Other than that, not sure. It's a regular Saturday, so I've got my Saturday things to do. What's for supper today? I think tonight's going to be chicken nachos. We still have some nacho chips that we should use up. So Saturdays are usually pretty low key. Fridays are our takeout or takeaway, depending on where you are, what you call it. Nights, Saturday is bare minimum what we do. So chicken nachos, chicken wings, something to that effect. Easy meals. And then Mondays usually, or Sundays usually are something a bit bigger, a roast or something, something that's gonna have leftovers. So my wife and Ari have things for their lunches the next couple days. That's what's happening in the meal department here. You think I should read Elegance of a Hedgehog that Usil suggested? You enjoyed it? You read it? Okay. I have my list. This is my list of books that you guys have been telling me I should get on and read from previous times. Where'd my pen go? Oh no, where'd my pen go? 1 second. I took my pen to the stamp show today. Put that on the list. No, my Variopager dealer was not there, unfortunately, at the stamp show. So I'm still waiting. Dawood's on in Poland, welcome. Oh, Muriel Barber is the author. I should write that down. Thank you. Gourmet Rhapsody, also by the same author. Okay. I'm still reading the book that Usil gave me last time. It's a little bit slow going with it so far. It's not catching on. I need to get into a rhythm with reading it. But we will get there. I have a lot of books to read, yeah. I'll get to them when I get to them. When I get them in my physical hands, that makes it easier to read them. So, like I said, I'm reading the last one that you sent me now, but not very far into it yet. Oh, Isabel read that one too, and she's last one she finished. Don't lose hope. No, I'll get into it. I think part of it is mind space right now. My mind has been all over the place with different things going on, whether it was my father having a bit of sickness this week, or my wife's been having some tests on some stuff too, so my brain's been a little bit loopy right now. And me being sick didn't help either, I don't think. Extra Vario pages when the next lot of stamps arrives. Oh, okay. That's a hint that there's some new stuff coming for my collection. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to order some new Vario pages, because I don't know if I can wait for the guy that I normally have. I have to wait another month to see the next stamp show to see if he's there for that. You're now reading will prescribe you a cat. You have animal themed books that you're reading right now, Isabel. I think for Vario pages, that's all I got left. So 11 maybe. And with the stamps from Japan that I just got, that's going to take a bunch of them right there. Well, you have a bunch of people that are going to want to read that book now, I think, Isabel. Murder Before Evensong by Richard Coles. Okay. How is that? Is it a murder mystery? I'm feeling like there's not enough hours in a day to do all the things that I want to do, and yet I spend a lot of my time laying on a couch watching television when I could be doing other things. That's just what my body feels like doing this week. We started watching the new One Piece Live Season 2. If you haven't watched One Piece the cartoon, or if you are interested in the live, you watch the first season. Season 2 is really good. We've only got 3 episodes to go in that. So watching that, restarted watching Firefly. Really like that sci-fi. I watch it lots of times. Only has 1 season, only 13 episodes. So started watching that because there's going to be a big announcement tomorrow about it with the cast. What other things are we watching? Or I'm watching? Bridgerton. I still have 2 episodes to go of Bridgerton, and I'll be all done that. You're enjoying the book you're reading now. Cozy Vibes. Murder Mysteries, what Christopher's reading this month. I hope the stamps of the month will arrive in time. Missed 2 months. Yeah. Unless you want to be on that early notification list of what themes are coming up. And what I also suggest, that if you guys are donating to the list, don't participate in it. Because Debbie, for example, gave some stamps last month and then won the stamp of the month. And so I end up just mailing the stamps that she gave me right back to her again. So if it's something you would rather participate by donating to, don't put your name in order to win it, because you're just going to end up getting your stuff back again. So sometimes, Isabel, you don't read, you just watch series. And yeah, that's the way I've been going up and down. I've been trying to read more books and to get into it, but at the same time, my brain sometimes just wants to shut off and watch television or watch YouTube videos. And a lot of the YouTube videos that I used to watch haven't really been up to date. I apologize to some of you guys who are creators and I haven't been watching as much. I've just been in a different headspace of late. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's like that. And I should keep those stamps in my own collection. Well, the ones that you've been sending, the ones that just arrived that were for last month, food on stamps, I have just kept those for right now. Now, they may end up being recycled into another giveaway in the future. I tend to do that sometimes. That happens with stuff that Steven sends too, that either it shows up as a duplicate that someone else has given, or maybe I've already put it in. And so I put it aside and then I try to use it somewhere else. Stephen doesn't want to be included in the 3,000. That makes sense, seeing you sent all the prize in. We'll do that. But don't worry, I have something for you I'm going to send as a thank you. It does take less energy to watch something than to read it. A lot less retention sometimes too in it. That I sometimes will play a game on my phone while I'm watching a television program, and maybe I don't take in everything that's happening, but Charmaine is going to have to get the English version of the book that Isabel's reading. Hopefully they're all easily available in both languages. Or all languages. You guys are from all over the place. You're welcome, Stephen. And you know that there's something on its way to you too, so. Anybody else feeling a little low in the energy department this time of year? It's one of those weird times, I think. January and February, when it's winter and it's cold, it makes sense. When it gets to springtime, and we're not quite at spring officially yet, but this time of year when one day the weather can be 14, 15 degrees, really nice and sunny out, and then the next day you're getting 5 centimeters of snow and it's -8. I find it really hard. Your body is going up and down with the temperatures. Sometimes you get sick as a result of it because your body's just not regulating properly. And I find the energy level is a bit lower those days too. Maybe you should get the Polish version and then you and Olia can share it. Isabel says you choose easy reading books because I haven't been well mental health, so I don't like to push myself too hard intellectually when I'm like this. So sorry to hear that you're having a spell as well. Hopefully you will come through the other side. Christopher prefers to read the books first, then watch the film or program. The book's always going to be better. Jane says, yes, I am. I have summer sad. I feel upbeat in the fall and winter and down in the spring and the summer. Yeah, it's a real thing. Marie says, yeah, blah time. Philip says, time changes make old injuries ache. Okay. Russell's got easy reading on the side. Have I seen the new Sugar Shack stamps out? No, I haven't. I haven't seen those ones yet. March 19th. I've seen the new ID stamps that look really cool. Charmaine's ready for the warmer weather. Yeah, all sorts of hugs to Isabel. Stephen also says, been a bit depressed lately, so it's taken me a long time to get things done. Everything's good, just me. Yeah, that's the mindset right now. That there's nothing to be sad about. You just are. That's why people take vacations. They are shaped, yeah, okay. No, definitely not alone. There's a lot of people that are feeling that way right now. Finish one of the Longmire. I've seen Longmire, the TV show, but I've not read books. Yeah, it's one of those things you don't feel 100% physically, those aches and pains and stuff. Stress doesn't help. No, if you got things in your life that are making stress, that doesn't help. They're just, I don't know. It's either the weather. You think about the people in your life. You think about what's going on. You think about money issues. You think about, I don't know, all sorts of things come across mentally that you think about. And even if you are in a good place, you still kind of feel down about stuff. When it's almost 80, then it snows the same day. Yeah, those aren't good days either. At least I won't stick around. $400 donation. Yeah, thanks. That would be great. So yes, Stephen and Isabel and anybody else who's going through the same thing. It's all that. There's Olia in Poland. Welcome, Olia. All sorts of love going out to everybody who's going through a hard time. Or not even a hard time, just feeling it mentally. Christopher said he went in to pick up Yvonne's prescription at the pharmacist or the chemist today, and they were offering free blood pressure tests. You're as fit as a fiddle. There you go. All those marathons and half marathons you're doing. Yeah, we all need to be here for each other. I think that's Saturday's all about that. Well, every day should be about that, but definitely this. Isabel feels like it's March 48th. X2 Fragrance going on vacation. Very nice. Enjoy, enjoy. If you're going somewhere nice, enjoy. If you're staying home, enjoy. No, the wars and all the other garbage that's going on out there don't help as well either. I try to tune myself out of the media as much as possible, but it still lingers. You still hear about it. Still hear the lies that people are telling, and you see people that are posting it as the truth. It's depressing. Yeah, you had snow there. I know, Ron, if you're still on in Washington State, hopefully your power has been restored. He had a big snowstorm that knocked out his power. Chilean mail has been slow lately. At least it gets there when it gets there. Oh, we got a joke. All right, Jane, why should you never iron a 4-leaf clover? You don't want to press your luck. Dun-dun-dun. Oh, Oli's got a lottery video that she's editing right now. There's good to be eaten. Oh, Sill's got to go. Well, thank you so much for being a part of it. If you've got something to eat, go eat it. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, I'm very glad that with the price of fuel going up that I drive an electric car, so it's not affecting me. It affects my wife and my son. They have cars that they have to put in, but they don't put nearly as much into them because we use my car most of the time. Not even the hockey season can redeem winter anymore. It depends on the team you're cheering for. There's a few teams out there that have not had good seasons. Do I see many of my customers when I deliver the mail? Yeah, I see a few of them that come out. The Penguins have not had a great season. The Maple Leafs haven't had a great season. The Canucks haven't had a great season. I'm luckily a Montreal Canadian fan, and so far, pretty good season. Ron says they called for a dusting of snow. Snowed 2 days ago, nonstop power out for 20 hours. Okay, now. Well, I'm glad you have your power back again. Having your power out in the wintertime is not good. Not so bad this time of year when you're getting kind of warmer, but on those ones that it's really cold, and that's not when you want to have it. I remember not too many years ago, we had a big power outage. Power was out for 2 days or something like that, 2 or 3 days. And we had to go to my in-laws' house who did have power because it was just getting too cold here. See, my customers might lift my... Well, it depends if they're cranky customers or good customers. Power out makes so helpless. Yeah, we all depend on that power for so many different things. I find with my customers delivering the mail, I deliver the mail pretty early in the morning, so I don't see a lot of them. So it's just a matter of whether or not I'm going to the door to deliver parcels that I get to see my customers. All the wires in your subdivision are underground. That's the way it should be, so there's no ice storms taking them out. I'm not sure why they continue. Well, I know why. It's cheaper to put them up at a pole and put them in the air than it is to put them underground, but the initial expense of putting it under the ground, I think, would outweigh the repair costs in the long run. Such a cool calendar on the wall. Oh, the hedgehog with the snowman in the background. Thank you. Yeah, I love getting mail, Joseph. Even the bills, for that matter, because it means I've got job security. I try not to send my bills electronically. It also is a good reminder. I find that when a bill is sent electronically, I forget about it. If I have that paper copy in front of me, I know what to pay. I missed something along the way here. Oh, you got stock books for £5 each at a charity shop. Yes, those are good buys. The ice caves look really cool. That was some hike getting there. Yeah, I felt like an old man hiking. I already did have a real big problem with it. The incline at the beginning, the only thing that was really challenging about that is the snow was so soft that our feet kept falling through it and going into puddles below and sometimes getting wet and slogging to get up. That was the hard part. After that, it wasn't so bad. Getting into the ice cave, the rope only went part way, so you were supposed to grab onto the ledge and pull yourself up. And as a 51-year-old man that's slightly overweight, after a long winter, I was glad Ari went up first, and he just grabbed my hand and pulled me up the rest of the way, and same thing getting down. He just lowered me down to the rope, and I got down, rather than sliding down, which is what I thought I was going to have to do. But it was fun. I love spending it to spend time with Ari. Item resends the utility bills through the mail. That's good. Keep that up. Paper copies, yes, keep up the paper copies, Jane. Yes, David, do away with the go paperless. Let's keep us working. You get charged if you have your bill sent through the mail. That's not right. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, ice skates are cool. You get automatic withdrawal on your bills. You still don't get to see them, even with it being equalized payments. Why would you never do the ice caves, Elaine? More cool trips in the future? I hope so. When does my daughter come home from university? I'm not sure that she's going to. Not that she's never going to come home again, but she graduates university in June. Her school is all done in April. She's moving to a new apartment within the same city. She's got a full-time job, so she's staying in Montreal. So if she's coming home, it's just for a visit or for a funeral or something to that. Not to be negative, but those are kind of what happens. So I'm not sure when we'll see her back here again. But we are going to go up and see her for her graduation. Paper bills get lost in the pile for you, Gary. No, it's okay. Whatever works best. The next generation certainly is all going to be paperless. So we're clinging to the past, unfortunately. Too cold for you. Okay. It wasn't cold that day. We could have done that in a sweater and shorts. It was so nice. It was 14 degrees. It felt wonderful. And I had all these layers thinking it was going to be so cold, and I was so hot. You can see part of the video. I've got my jacket kind of pulled down over my shoulders as I'm walking. Welcome, Dakota. Meow meow. She does speak a little bit more French. She's in a a retail environment, so she does speak a bit of French while she's in Montreal. Whether it'll be her permanent home, I don't know. It's been her home for the last 4 years, and so she's staying there to work for a little while longer. Where life will take her after that, I'm not sure. I have congratulated Stephen, yes, on his birthday. I didn't know it was Dawood's birthday, though. If it's Dawood's birthday as well, happy birthday to you. I didn't know that. Stephen, my daughter has a job currently. She's been working full-time while she's been going to university. So she actually just got a promotion in that space. So things are going well for her right now. Licensed physical therapist. Congratulations to your nephew, Jane. What grade did your daughter get at university? What's her GPA? Is that what you're going for? I have no idea. And when you graduate, it really doesn't make a difference. As long as you've got that piece of paper that says you've got a degree, whether it took you a 4.0 or a 3.2, I don't know, your GPA. Happy birthday to Dawood and Stephen. We didn't know it was Dawood's birthday, so thank you, Julia, for letting us know. Joseph said that their student from Italy will graduate on May 18th, and his visa for school expires later that week. Oh, that'll be a quick return. Is that a high school graduation that you've got someone staying with you, or a university graduation? Today is Pi Day, yes, 3/14. A lot of people don't look at a GPA that way. No, unless you're going on in your education and that GPA is going to help you get to your master's or whatever you're going to do, it doesn't really matter. When you say you've got a university degree, no one ever says, are you at the bottom of your barrel or top of the heap when it comes to your graduation. Is today Albert Einstein's birthday? Okay. Any birthdays for next week? Someone must have a birthday next week. That's cool. His mother's going to fly over for his graduation. She'll be very proud. I'm sure you will miss them if you've gotten to know them quite well. Christopher, what's your son doing in Australia? Just visiting, or is he over there for work? What part of Australia? Excuse me. I didn't mean to yawn on camera. No, you didn't tell me you went skydiving for his birthday. That's pretty adventurous. In USA means a lot. Work ratings are being downgraded and people are so upset. What do you mean? Okay, you have to expand on that item, Marie. Oh, he's just visiting a friend, okay. Excuse me. And I'm not tired. I've been getting full night's sleep, so I'm not sure why I'm yawning. My schedule is going to have to get back on par, though, because I've been staying up till 12 or 1 in the morning and then sleeping till 8:30 or 9. I can't do that when I go back to work on Monday. But I didn't want to maintain my schedule that I normally have during work when I'm on vacation either, because I don't want to be up at 5:30 in the morning. No longer 5 is the best score. Now 3 is the best score. Afternoon nap time. Hopefully not. Now I gotta get some shopping done. So your GPAs don't go to 5 anymore, they go to 3, is that what you're saying? Jumping out of a plane at 12,000 feet up is an experience for sure. Yeah, I'm sure it would be. Hopefully with a parachute. It'd be a completely different experience if you didn't have one. Yeah, grades don't mean anything if you're not trying to get to a next level of education. I have already used unicorn mail stickers. I've got the stickers right here, and at least 4 of them have gone out. So there are 4 members of the unicorn that will get those stickers on them. Thank you so much. Work rating best is 3. Okay. "21 people on, only 11 thumbs up." You ate them for me. Good. Well, then that means you're getting the calories, not me. But you'll have to tell me, were they delicious? What kind of Girl Scout cookies did you get? And this is your second box you ate for me, is it not? Thank you very much. Christopher's son almost got stuck in Dubai when all this stuff got, well, at least he got out in time. Yes, very lovely stickers and all the other things that you've created, Olia. I haven't heard much from the original Unicorn Gang members of late. And originally we said we were going to do an expansion in April. So I don't know if we're doing that now. I haven't heard from our new members either on the subject. So hopefully in our group feed, we'll talk about that, because we're kind of running out of time. April is only 2 weeks away, or 2.5 weeks away. And usually we should give people notice if we're going to do something. So maybe it's an announcement in April. I don't know. Or maybe we want to hold off expanding for 1 year with our current membership. Elaine says several people she knows that she works with are stuck in other countries because of flights. Well, hopefully they find their way home soon, but safely. Lift myself back into the chair again here, sliding out. Charmaine's taking off on a jet plane again. We're getting near that time. We're almost 60 minutes in. Not a good time to be traveling through the Middle East. No. Am I going to Costco today? I was waiting for you to say that, Jane. Of course I'm going to Costco today. It's Saturday. Ida Marie will travel in 3 years. Where are you traveling to in 3 years? Yes, enjoy the rest of your weekend, Charmaine. Thank you for being here. May 6th is Penny Black Day. Maybe more Unicorn Gang then. I don't know, maybe. Bye, Dakota. Bye, Charmaine. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, hopefully our Unicorn Gang members here, as well as off this chat, will send a message within Instagram and we'll have a discussion on it. Oh, in 3 years will be better. Let's hope. Hope it doesn't take that long. Penny Black Day. I wonder if they'll be doing anything special for it that day. Oh, David's going to go check out some new U.S. Scott catalogs. So does that mean you're going to be doing some sorting of your stamps as a result? Get the new catalog and then sort what you have when you get home. Elaine got the rose stamps. Those are very beautiful looking stamps. I saw that. Oh, Philip's taken off. All right. Thank you, Philip, for joining us. Have a good week. Talk to you soon. I really like the new Lord of the Rings stamps, though, that the Royal Mail has put out. There's been some nice ones that have come out, though. The train stamps that you've been issued. The roses were nice. In the U.S., they've got the lowrider car stamps, I think are pretty cool. Is Jenna still on here from the UK? I haven't seen a message pop up from her, so maybe she popped in and popped out right away. Bruce Lee stamps in the US, yeah. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing the Lord of the Rings stamps out in circulation. I have seen the US Bruce Lee stamp, yeah. You have a lot of US stamps to sort because you soaked off a bunch. Like, okay. I'll give you a sneak peek of something that I bought at the stamp show. Has nothing to do with things that I've been talking about. It's for my own personal collection from New Zealand. These Lord of the Rings stamps, a sheet. And for $3.25, actually, it was only $1.75 because it was 50% off that too. So $1.75 for that sheet. I thought couldn't go wrong with those Lord of the Rings. Really liked it. So there are some other things in there that I bought just because. And then there are some things that are future talk about items. There was some things that were 50% off, so I just thought at that price I probably should get it. And then I went, like I said, a whole whack of Japanese stamps this time around. David picked up some of the Simpson stamps from 2009. Very nice. Yeah, it's probably less than face value in the end. I agree, Stephen. So I thought I had to do that. But at first, I found a bunch of stamps and thought, oh, I'll get these. They're all mint. I didn't really look at the price at first, so I put them aside. I gave them to the dealer. I said, this is what I'd like. And he came back with a price, and I said, what? What'd you say now? And so I put those stamps back. They were all mint, and I didn't look at all the prices combined on it. I was like, man, not spending that. So, yeah, there's a sneak peek of something that I got at the stamp show today. And once again, I didn't stay for the auction. There were some auction items that were on there. Just one, get back for the live stream, but two, I just wasn't feeling it. I was with yeah. We're still here. Are you back already? Us back again. Did you eat what you had to eat? We're still going. I think I spent 2 hours maybe at the Japanese table today, which is a long time, just pulling stamps. Pull. Oh, you're all done eating. Well, welcome back. Ussel's in Norway. Can't get rid of us. Nope. I kind of want to show you something else. Do you want to see something else that I got today? Do you? Do you? Some of these things I want to save for the video, but still can give you a sneak peek for those of you guys that are here now. Maybe, maybe. All right, let's do another sneak peek. In around the same price point as the last thing, and 50% off again. Another souvenir sheet, Lord of the Rings. So, catalog value of $7.50. They were selling for $3.75, and they gave 50% off of that. So, that's another adding to the Lord of the Rings. When we talk about the new Lord of the Rings stamps coming out by the Royal Mail coming up, I'm really excited about those. I don't know if I'll get my hands on them or not, but I really would like to. And then I have one more thing to show you. In the same realm, it was the most expensive single thing that I bought. But once again, I got it for 50% off. So it has a catalog value of $35. So we're not extreme pricing here. We're not buying a $1,000 stamp. There is a bit of a theme there just with these particular items. So yes, you are correct. So they were selling it for $18.95. And then they sold it 50% off that. So I got it for just over $9. And it is a booklet of Lord of the Rings from New Zealand. But you can see it had a catalog value. That's what they were selling it for. That's the catalog value. And then they did 50% off that too. So those are the only Lord of the Rings items that I did buy. I did buy some other souvenir sheets. I did buy some individual stamps from other countries that you will see. But yes, those were the 3 Lord of the Rings purchases that I made this time around. Are you competing with Tim Holtz? Oh, I don't know. Who's Tim Holtz? I'm not sure who that is, but is he another stamp person? Thank you. I like them, and that's why I got them. I don't collect booklets generally, no. I just bought it because it was Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, and the stamps that have come out, great. He's creative. Creative in what way? What does he create? Is he a crafter? I like Lord of the Rings, yeah. So if there are Lord of the Rings stamps out there that people have that they don't want and they want to send them this way, great. He has a brand. He has his own washi tape? Wow, that's impressive. I'm probably not competing with him then. He probably has a lot more people on his live stream than I have on mine. He's a crafter, okay. Yeah, I probably am not in the same realm of popularity as he is. You guys all seem to know who he is, though. That means he's probably a good creator. But you are here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I won't keep you much longer, though, if you guys want to pop over to see his stuff. His alcohol inks are nice. Are they drinkable? Not that I would drink them, but thank you so much, Steve. Yeah, so Australia's put out some cool Lord of the Rings stuff in the past. Great Britain certainly has. New Zealand definitely does. And I'm sure there are some other great countries out there that Christopher would rather stay here. Thank you so much. You have old booklets you don't collect? Maybe, yeah, are the booklets any specific theme? I'm certainly sure we could think of something. Joseph, I have to send you the new themes too coming up. I forgot. I just put them together, well, finalized them today. They went to Steve first. I said, what do you think? Steve says, maybe make an adjustment here, and I did. And now they're official. They're out there. So I will send those to you, Joseph, so you know what's coming up. Oh, Tim Holt sells at Michael's. He's definitely a bigger fish than I am. I'm not even a tadpole compared to him then. Thank you, Monty. I'm glad to have you here. Lots of Great Britain Christmas booklets. Cool. Various countries. And I think Canada's one of them. Well, definitely would love Canada ones. Jane's going to stay here too. Good. Good collaboration, yes. I'm so happy to have the wonderful people I do that are here helping out. Christmas seal sheets. Love Christmas seals. He's good at decorating just like me. Well, I'm not good at decorating, so I'm sure he's much better if he has his own line of washi tapes and inks and all that sort of stuff. A lot more creative. Maybe he's more creative or similar creative as you are. I've got that calling all artists stuff. I'll have to do a video coming up. I'm not sure when all these videos are going to happen. You guys have given me all this great material to show. The Canada one is so old, you might have to use the whole booklet to mail a letter. That could be fun. Yeah, with the number of videos that I put out, I'm starting to forget some of the themes that I've already done. So when it comes to new themes, I was like, I have to rack my brain. Did I do this already? Have I talked about that? How can we talk about something a little differently? I still have like Easter seals and Christmas seals. I can't remember if I've done some videos on them or not, but I do want to continue to talk about that. I have duck hunting stamps, licenses and stuff like that I bought. I haven't done the video on that yet. I've got cancels, postal cancels that you can order here in Canada that I've been meaning to do a video about. No, not giving me any stress. Yeah, always take Christmas seals. Christmas, Easter seals, all those wonderful things. I was meant to do a video about it. I've got stuff piled here somewhere. Christmas for another video. Duck hunting stamps, yeah. Can you imagine if you have a license for them? I even got, I don't know if you can see it up there. That picture frame has to do with that as well. So there is never an end to stamp videos that you can do because there's so many wonderful things out there. There's a library of your videos, the CIA stamps, and Vimeo Good Topics. CIA stamps? What are CIA stamps? Central Intelligence Agency has their own stamps? I guess I need that flute. What flute? I'm very confused. Keep meaning to send you off those special postal cancellations. Joseph, the last package I sent to you and dropped off at the post office came back to me the next day saying it needed custom declarations. That's weird. Thank you, Stephen. No, haven't received anything from you yet, Joseph. Oh, flute for the geese. Okay, I'm on track now. I remember what we're talking about. Yeah, I don't do any hunting, though. Hunting's not my thing. I do eat meat, but I just don't shoot it myself. You'll send me info about it. About what? Gotta go back here. Oh, the CIA steps. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it sounds like it could be another topic. Ari doesn't do any hunting either. Nope. Joseph's going to go for a drive. All right, be safe, have fun. Yeah, geese are around. Joseph's heading out. We've been on 70 minutes. I just checked that out. Maybe I should be heading out too. What do you guys think? Should we end it here? Charmaine's gone already. Philip's gone already. Joseph's gone already. Also left and came back. Olia's got a video out now. Tim Holtz has a live stream going on now. Ari hunts for shoes. Yes, Ari hunts for shoes. That's more his game. Olia's video's out so you can read that. Costco will wonder where we are. Not yet, because even though the live streams ends for me around 1 o'clock, we don't end up going out until about 3 o'clock. So I now have about an hour or so, hour and a half to get something to eat, watch a little YouTube maybe watch Olia's video. Yeah, I would suggest everybody go over from here and watch Olia's video next. Everybody else, thank you so much for joining. We're going to wrap it up now. Remember, 2 weeks from now, 3,000 subscriber giveaway. We're going to do that on the live stream. I will talk about that in the videos more. I'll give you a sneak peek at the stamps that Steve has sent for the giveaway. We'll do that. The flute might work for shoes as well. Well, it might be worth a try, yeah, for sure, if it helps get him more shoes. All right, we'll keep you informed of all the stuff, including what I got at the stamp show. That video will come out, and some of the stuff that came out of recent that I got in the mail on Friday. I'll show you that stuff too. That's it for now. You guys